Hello, my name is Lisa Doe. I am a family law attorney here at Beresford Booth. In this webinar, I will be sharing tips to help in creating a parenting plan in a divorce case in Washington State. When there are minor children in a divorce case, there needs to be a parenting plan providing for when the children will see each parent, how decisions are made, and other aspects related to parenting of children. Keep in mind these tips are general in nature and are not intended for circumstances when there are more serious issues involved, such as substance abuse or domestic violence. Each family is unique, so the parenting plan should be tailored to fit each individual family. While there are common schedules and provisions that work for many families, it does not mean something different cannot be done if it works better for your family. The court has a lot of discretion in deciding what works for each family as long as it is in the best interest of the children as required by the law. I always tell clients that what may work for your family may not work for another family and vice versa. It benefits parents and kids if thought is given to what works best for their family specifically. Parents should also consider working with a co parenting coach. Many times, this occurs as part of the formal collaborative divorce process, but parents outside of that process can voluntarily agree to work with a coach as well. And the coach will help parents work through all parts of a parenting plan and will assist parents to discuss and agree upon what they believe to be best for their children and that mutually works for the both of them. I'm going to touch on different aspects of a parenting plan that parents will need to agree upon or the court will need to decide. First, there's the regular or the normal school schedule. This is the everyday schedule, particularly when kids are in school, that could extend through the summer as well. Some considerations when deciding upon this schedule are is it important that each parent have weekday time and weekend time? Is one parent better suited for weekend time or better suited for weekend time? And this can be because of work schedules, or perhaps one parent is better suited to help with work, homework, or certain extracurricular activities. Another thing is it feasible for the kids to go back and forth between households often during the week? And you can think about things like their schedules and then the distance between parents' homes. And then finally, what are the children's preferences, if they even have any, and if they're mature enough to express them? Ultimately, though, it's up to the parents to decide what's best for their children, not the children. Second, there's holidays and vacation time to provide for in the parenting plan. Parents can include whatever holidays and special occasions they celebrate or are important to their family, regardless if they are common or not. And holidays don't always have to be shared equally. Perhaps birthdays are important to one parent, but not the other. And then annual family reunions or New Year's is important to the other parent. And those things can be taken into account. One parent could have certain holidays, the other parent, other holidays, or they could alternate and yearly, or one parent gets one child's birthday, the other parent gets another child's birthday, and then you can alternate or switch that the following year. In terms of school breaks, they can be treated in a number of ways. Again, depending on what works for your family, they could be split. They could You could alternate them on a yearly basis, or say one parent gets midwinter break, the other parent could get spring break, and you can also follow the normal school schedule. But and things to think about when thinking about school breaks are like how much time they have off from school, if parents like to travel during breaks, if any activities are in session, are parents working or not? Can they take the time off or spend more time with their children during those breaks? And then finally, summer and vacation time, things to think about are how much vacation time, if any. Should vacation time be in the summer? Should it be also during the school year, say during school breaks? Are kids allowed to miss school or not? The next aspect of a parenting plan to consider is transportation. And we're talking about transportation between parents when um, the one parent is starting their residential time, the other parent's ending their residential time. So things to think about are, do these exchanges occur at home or at school? What happens if there's no school? One option is parents can meet in the middle, particularly if they reside a significant distance apart. And then another factor to think about is who is responsible. Is it the parent who's starting the time or the parent ending the time? The next aspect of a parenting plan to consider are decisions. How is decision making authority allocated between parents, and what areas does that authority apply to? So I've listed on the slide some areas that I commonly include in parenting plans, and you don't have to include all of them, or you can include more. Um, but really, that's up for parents to decide in terms of what they want to be joint, or if they want decision to be made by one parent solely for whatever reason. Then there's also, or finally, there's also other provisions, and people are surprised that it's not only residential schedule that needs to be determined, but other provisions outside of the residential schedule can be included. So some of them may be things such as, and these aren't common knowledge, which I'm surprised to hear people say that they didn't know these things could be included in a parenting plan, but things such as, can both parents attend school events or extracurricular activities, sports games? What contact does the non residential parent have with the children? Can they call at any time? Can the children call at any time? What are the requirements for travel? Like, it should notice be given if it's out of state travel. Should an itinerary be provided? What exactly are those requirements? Children's passports, should a parent hang on to them? Should the children have passports? How will they go back and forth if needed? And then another one I wanted to point out is a first right of refusal provision, which is if a parent's gone overnight or a certain amount of time, does the other parent have the first opportunity to care for their children? And these aren't mandatory. These are just some other provisions, and there's um, more that you could provide, or different ones you could provide. It's really just what is important to your family. So that was just a brief overview of different aspects of a parenting plan that will need to be included, what you can include in a parenting plan if that is important to your family. I can't emphasize how important it is to give thought to your plan when formulating it, because it will be in place until the children reach age 18. Of course, it's always a good idea to get to legal advice when going through a divorce, and specifically in regards to a parenting plan. If you have any questions or need legal assistance, please feel free to reach out, and my contact information is on the screen.